career, did not make the Olympic team. Clark just put up 30 points versus the Mystics. That was her best game yet, while the Fever attendance for games. Three MVPs. You've heard these names: Breanna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, and Asia Wilson. Team USA seeking their 8th straight gold medal, which would break for the tie for the longest streak in men's or women's Olympic basketball. Also, there's no player under the age of 26 on that roster. Here's Caitlin on not making the team.
Honestly, no disappointment. I think it just gives you something to work for. That's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there, and I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully in 4 years, when 4 years comes back around, I can be there.
We talked actually on the bus. She got the call on the bus, and she texted me to let me know, and I just tried to keep her spirits. The thing she said was, "Hey, coach, they woke a monster," which I thought was awesome.
All right. My girls joining us, Chiney Ogwumike, Andrea Carter. Ladies, good morning. I want to dive right into this one. Chiney, was it a mistake to leave Clark off the Olympic roster?
Hey guys, nice to see you all on this beautiful morning. I'll start with this, Molly. I grew up in the pipeline of USA basketball, competing at the U16s, U18s, World University Games, and I also brought back the first ever 3-on-3 gold World Championship medal. And what I have learned in my time with USAB is that Team USA's mission is to construct the best basketball team in the world. Now, as a fan of Caitlin Clark, I would have loved to see her on that stage, doing what she has always done, making moments that grow the game. But Team USA doesn't select simply based off of fandom, especially when the world is catching up. It took a buzzer beater from Stewie for them to beat Belgium in the Olympic qualifying tournament earlier this year. So to me, the primary factor looking at all of this was experience. 9 of the 12 players, as you mentioned, Molly, have competed in the Olympics before. 2 others were all WNBA, and one, the last spot, if you're going to try to list them down, was Finals MVP. And
on many, many occasions, it's not that you're wrong. It's that we don't care. Everything y'all said does not matter for this particular instance. We don't want to hear anything about Team USA. We know they won 7 straight goals. Put Andrea and Chiney up on this screen. I want to look at them this whole segment when I'm talking to them.
He needs to look at them.
You just highlighted 7 straight gold medals. Oh, my God. We're really worried that they're not going to get an 8th. Oh, we really worried. We got to make sure that spots 1 through 12, every single such spot that is picked. It's got to be, because it's pivotal, Shannon. I don't know if you noticed, Shannon, it's pivotal. They won 7 straight. They might not get 8. They might not get 8. Stop it. You know good and damn well, with or without Caitlin Clark, they're going to probably win the gold again. That's not what this conversation is about. This is about what I will personally label the idiocy of Team USA women's basketball. How dare you make this decision? It's stupid. And I'm going to tell you why it's stupid. I want all the ladies on this squad to know every single one of y'all are deserving of it. Caitlin Clark does not deserve a spot ahead of any of the players on this roster.
That's not true.
Okay? If we're talking just basketball.
That's not true.
You know we're not. You know we're not. Let's harken back to the Dream Team in 1992. Remember when Christian Laettner was on that squad? Forget the other pro play. Forget the pro players. Forget the pro players. That's a given. First time NBA players were allowed to participate. Don't put that damn screen up when I'm talking right now. I want to see Chiney and Andrea, okay? The point is this. Those rosters, right? Those players were on there. Do you know that Christian Laettner also was chosen ahead of Shaquille O'Neal and Alonzo Mourning? You know why? He was a 2-time national champion. He was a Wooden Award winner. And he was white. And he had his own cachet. He brought it to the table. He was a big-time collegiate player who was white and busting people's you-know-what. They couldn't miss, and they didn't need him. You had Jordan. You had Magic. You had everybody, and you still picked that dude. Why? It wasn't because of basketball, even though he had the basketball credentials. It was because of something else, and they didn't need the pub. but the WNBA does. You got a max salary at $250,000. You had attendance, although it was trending in the right direction, certainly wasn't where you wanted it to be. And as Shannon pointed out just the other day, you got a team in the Indiana Fever with their struggling selves, struggling to win a damn game and be relevant. No team in the WNBA was worse other than the winless Washington Mystics, okay? And they went from 4,000 in attendance to 17,000. This girl is box office.
There's a reason I want you to watch.
I said a rising tide lifts all boats. What you do, especially if you're Team USA and you're trying to be globalized, it is an opportunity to globalize the WNBA brand. So people like Brittney Griner, you know, God bless her soul, and others don't have to go to Russia in the off season to play additional basketball to get extra income. They could stay right here if the sport elevates its popularity and you ladies start getting what you richly deserve. I'll even get a bit personal to Chinea Gumake and Andrea Carter. I recognize the fact that y'all are outstanding basketball analysts. You know how I feel about both of y'all. I told you privately, I've told the world publicly. I think y'all are a tag team for the ages. I think y'all are spectacular. But as spectacular as you are about talking the game of basketball, is that why you think I call for you to be on First Take? It ain't just because of your expertise. It's because you're great television. You matter. You draw an audience. This man, I don't even call Shannon anymore unless I'm teasing him about the Saturday Night Live skit. It's the truth, Shannon. That's the only time I call him Shannon. You know what I call him now? I call him Shay. Or Shay. Why? Because, damn it, that brand is growing. You understand what this man has done to help lift First Take? I ain't apologizing. You make decisions, marketing. I want people watching. I want eyeballs. I want advertising dollars. Why? Because he'll get paid. Y'all will get paid. And guess who else will get paid? You see where I'm coming from? That's what it's about. Stop acting otherwise. We know this. You don't sit up there and pass on Caitlin Clark. It was stupid, Team USA. It was a dumb decision. Everybody, there's always somebody that's a sacrificial lamb. I respect the hell out of Rebecca Lobo and what she broke down. I understand it. It was a stupid decision because it compromises what your ultimate goal is, which is to elevate the WNBA brand. How can you be that idiot? I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about Team USA. How could you be that idiotic and not make that call when throughout history, Team USA has been in part about marketing? It's dumb.
All right, let's go. All right, see, this is the thing. Let me go ahead and get to it. Stephen A., he doesn't understand it. You know why Stephen A. doesn't understand it? You know why Stephen A. doesn't understand it? Stephen A. doesn't understand it because he doesn't know that that's not what it's about. It's not about that, Stephen. That's why he's telling the truth. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. Stephen A., it's not about the money. It's not about growing the league. And I've been trying to tell you guys this for a minute. I've been sitting here and I've been telling y'all over and over and over, and I've been trying to be nice about it. And I've been trying to be kind of, you know, and I came home and I told my wife, I said, baby, I'm probably going to get counseled. And she said, already? You just started to get an audience. I said, I'm about to get counseled. She said, why? Because I'm about to tell them the truth, what it really is about. I'm about to break it down to what it really is about. And what Caitlin Clark is exposing in the WNBA. The WNBA is not about growing the league. That's not their agenda. It's not about finances. Y'all not listening. That's not their agenda. It's not about finances, guys. That's not their agenda. It's not about growing the league. That's not the agenda. Because it's the agenda. That's why Stephen A., that's why Shannon Sharpe, that's why Katie, that's why so many of the guys are sitting there saying, man, this don't make sense. It makes no sense. The moves you guys are making doesn't make sense. That's why everybody's sitting there saying, King, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. And the reason it doesn't make sense, and this is what Stephen A. can't say. He can't say it. He can't say it because he works for him. They pay his check. This is the one thing Stephen A. can't say. Stephen A. can't tell y'all the real agenda of what the WNBA now is the LGBTQ art. It's about the LGBTQ. Go look at the roster. Look at the roster, who made the roster, and just take each name and Google search mates. It's only 3 of them that's not a part, that don't have the other mate. Ava Wilson, I think one of the younger ones, and Iskanu. Not school. I can't say her name. Not school. But she's outspoken towards it. All of them are outspoken towards the LGBTQ. It's not about growing the sport. It's not. It's not about making money. It's never been. And I've been trying to tell y'all this. That's why, listen, that's why I've been telling y'all. Listen, that's why I'm telling y'all to subscribe. I don't know if YouTube gonna cut the channel. I can't get on Facebook for some reason. I don't know if X is gonna cut the channel. I don't know. That's why I say subscribe. Like and subscribe, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Stephen A. can't say it. Shannon can't say it because they work for ABC. They work for the Hertz Group. They work for, if y'all don't know Hertz Group, y'all need to look it up. Go do the research. Take your time and do the research. They work, and the agenda of the WNBA has never been to grow the WNBA. The agenda, they really don't care about making money. That's why men are going, dang, like, this don't make sense. That's why Stephen A. just said that. That's why I wanted to play that clip. That's why I played all that time of that clip, to show you that Stephen A. is sitting there going and exasperated saying, it doesn't make sense. This is stupid. It's only stupid because you don't understand that that's not their agenda. Don't believe me? Yeah, don't believe me? Listen to what Monica Manette said last night. I just wanted, because people look at you and say that you're lying or that you're fabricating. And I want you to listen to what Monica Manette said last night. Y'all already play the clip. Go ahead and play.
Instead of walking in, if I may.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so I think it's a really unique time. And even with this Olympic team stuff, right? Caitlin Clark, who you had mentioned, is a tremendous competitor, said herself, that's the toughest team to make.
Right.
Not surprised.
And she's a rookie. She's just coming out of Iowa.
She can say that, and she can also feel as if something in her has been awoken in terms of making that a goal of her own, right? Like,
right.
I would hope, and I know this is not a thing in sports, we got to remember that 2 things can be true, right? She's been great for the league, but there were 144 women prior to her and this class that had gotten this thing up to year 28.
Right. No question. And I think one of the difficulties of it is because it's a small league, I think people don't realize, as small as the NBA is, there's still 2 rounds of a draft, and there are guys that get picked up out of a G League, and there's space on a team, there's a big roster. When you're in the WNBA, boy, there's just not that many teams, and you're talking about a draft, even when it's 8 deep, 12 deep, some of those people may not make the team. These are women that have been playing the game for a very long time.
To that point, John, like, the conversation about marketing, yeah, sure, got it, makes sense, right? But there's also got to be a realization that these women that have made this thing their living, they are not necessarily chasing the financial benefit.
Wait a minute, they're not.
The WNBA has.
Wait, they're not doing what? Fully, do you hear? Fully, I've been telling you, let's do the live thing, man. Let's do it. You say you disagree with my narratives, I stand by them. I have facts. Let's do it anytime you want to. Right? Let's do it anytime you want to. Because that's what they don't want you to hear the truth. And this is normally, you heard what she said. It's not about the money. Play it again, because, y'all will say I bring it up.
It makes sense, right? But there's also got to be a realization that these women that have made this thing their living, they are not necessarily chasing the financial benefit. The WNBA highest paid player makes $250,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so there is
Isn't that how Brittney Griner ended up in Russia? She was playing overseas because it doesn't make the money.
That's exactly it. So many.
It doesn't make the money. They don't care about it. If you listen to the interview with Stephen A. yesterday, And I've been trying to tell you guys. I've been trying to tell you. They don't care about, it's not about the money. It's not about growing the league. It's not about that. It's about, and remember I told you, I showed you yesterday. I showed you the video clip yesterday about Caitlin Clark and about Don Staley. I showed you the video clip of Don Staley. You know what y'all said? Hey, you crazy. I showed y'all the video clip of Don Staley and what Don Staley said. I showed you the clip. Do you want me to show it to you again? Do you want me to show you the clip again? The agenda isn't about growing the sport. It's not. Get the clip again. Because they're not going to believe me. You're gonna have people like Foley be like, oh, it's not that 70% of the league are gay. I didn't say 70%. I said that all of the Olympic team, except for about 3 of them, are gay. Everyone selected, and I'm happy Adrian didn't make it. I'm kind of happy Caitlin didn't make it. We need to go ahead and usher this guard out because the new squad is coming in here, and the new squad is saying, hey, we're going to act feminine. We're gonna be loving. We're gonna act like a, and I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you are LGBTQ, RA, or whatever. But what I do care is us sitting up here and having these narratives. And the first thing we want to bring up is race. Stephen A. can say, oh, he's a white guy. That's what, but listen, race ain't got to do it because Caitlin Clark is white. So it can't be race because she's white and she's excluded. According to Fuller, Fuller said that she's overrated. Okay, Fuller, you got it. She's overrated, right? But she's the most popular thing since college basketball. And you heard Stephen A. Smith just sit there and say, hey, they made a spot for Christian Laettner because they wanted a popular white guy on the team. Well, they already had Magic. They already had Bird. They had Stockton. Did Chris Muller make that team too? But they are the young, youthful guys on the team. Why? Because they want the next generation to get a part and be a part of the NBA when they grew the league globally. I've been building, laying these foundations for you. Each and every last one of them. I've been laying the foundations for you. I've been telling you, hey, it's really not about. Their agenda is not the same. They have an agenda that they're pushing, and that agenda isn't to grow the league. It isn't to grow the finance. It's not their number one agenda. Because guess what? It's actually bad for the league to put Brittney Griner on the team when Brittney Griner just a couple of years ago, was just released from prison in Russia. What do you think globally the people are going to think about the United States when they see Brittney Griner walking around the track and waving at the crowd and stuff like that? You know why she's on there? She fits the agenda. And that's the issue. She fits the agenda. They don't care about basketball. You think they care about basketball? They don't care about basketball. Listen to we got the Don Staley footage. We got it? It's loading. All right. They don't care about basketball. I will show you. Last year, the biggest game of the year got 18.4 million views last year. This is what they asked Don Staley before the game. Play the tape. Y'all got it? Play the tape.
And what a massive weekend this is, obviously, for women's basketball, women's sports in general. One of the major issues facing women's sports right now is the discussion topic about the inclusion of transgender athletes, biological males, in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue.
Damn, you got deep on me, didn't you? I'm under the opinion of if you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play. That's my opinion. You want me to go deeper?
Of course he does.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate
That's your question
in
you
college
want
basketball?
me to ask. I mean, you want to ask, so I'll give you that. Yes. Yes. So now the barnstorm of people are going to flood my timeline and be a distraction to me on one of the biggest days of our game. And I'm okay with that. I really am.
Now, wait. Now, they asked her the question. She knows that the question is taken away from the biggest game of the year, the 18.4 million people watched. She knows it's taken away from the game. She knows that this is a question that all she has to say is, you know what? I'm just concentrating on the game that we have, the players that are here. We'll deal with that in another time. It's another time to deal with that, all that. But no, she can't do it. She has to answer. Have you ever heard anybody take a bigger side when she's asked this question? Have you?
What a massive weekend this is, obviously, for the debate discussion topic about the inclusion of transgender athletes, biological males, in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue.
Watch her take the deep breath.
Damn, you got deep on me, didn't you?
She don't want to answer this question because she knows what it's about. The agenda is not about that. You're not looking at it. It says Final Four. Wait. Look at the backdrop. It says Final Four, South Carolina, Final Four. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And that's why Stephen A., that's why King Joe, that's why all of us are sitting there, we're perplexed, like, wait a minute, this just don't make sense. How y'all not put Caitlyn on there? You're trying to grow the game. Make her a position. How y'all not make her, if you try to grow the game, you definitely need to put Caitlyn on there. You try to grow the game. And I told you guys, I said, hey, some of the decisions that the WNBA makes is not based upon growing the league. They are not worried about growing the league. That's not their number one agenda. It might be 2 or 3. It might be 3 or 4. It might be 3 or 4. But it ain't number one. This Olympic team, the agenda is not about growing the game. That's not number one. Because everybody's told you, listen guys, everybody's told you that the smart move. You've had financial people tell you the smart move. You have former players tell you the smart move. You have the media tell you what's the smart move. You have everybody on every side to tell you what the smart move is. So we can't say race because, they want to bring it and say it's race. Let me take my glasses off like The Rock. They want to say it's race. It's not race because Caitlyn's white. It's not race. Caitlyn's white. Well, if it's not the finances and it's not race, what is it? Let me show you something. Cause you, if you saw if you paid attention, if you actually paid attention to the thumbnail that we put up here, right? I'm gonna show you something. I asked the question. I said, "Well, hey, wait a minute. Do y'all think that it's great to have as a representative Do y'all think that it's smart to have as a representative? You're trying to go to the league. That's what you say. You say you're trying to go to the league. We're trying to go to the league. That's what y'all say. We're trying to go to the league. 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 Now, wait a minute. Monica Manut them, and then they was dishonest, too, because y'all got to pay attention to what they're saying. Now they're saying it's not about money, but when the beginning of the year, they were talking about it's about money. I remember specifically, who was that? Was that the Aces shooting guard come and say, hey, the reason that the problem with the CBA agreement that the lady, hold on, this lady here was the vice president. Hold on, let me show y'all. Because we put all this together. You know what I'm saying? We put all this together. The CBA that they were talking about that this young lady here talked about. Go to the screen. Go to the screen. Show the screen. This young lady here talked about right here on the far left. She's about to start talking. Let her talk.
Comments. So, Chiney, I want to start with you here. What's your reaction to Draymond's comments?
For a while, we both played on the World University Games team together for Team USA back when we were in college.
3 years ago.
Which makes this all the more difficult because Day, I mean, he's been on the show with us to really get answers. So let's set this straight. WNBA players would absolutely love more money, of course, but we understand the economic realities of our league. But, complaints from WNBA players, that's not happening anymore. Do you know why? Well, I've got the answer. I am vice president of the WNBA, an amazing players association. And in 2020, we ratified a new CBA that addressed our players' concerns. Obviously, salary. For the first time, we have average salaries in 6 figures, which is amazing. That CBA was not just a win for women's hoopers. It was a win for women in the workplace, period. Widely celebrated. More increase in salaries, full paid maternity leave, mental health resources, you name it, we got it. And there's a reason why there's a saying that women have to work twice as hard to get half as far. And if you think that women are not doing the work right now to get our stories told, then you are wildly misinformed. Anyone that supports our game is a real one because they do so with the expectation that they will not get the credit. The women have been, putting in the work and trying to tell their stories, but until we have equity in the rooms that matter most, equity there where representation is there so that our stories actually have enough proximity where people can relate to, then it's going to be hard. And we've been fighting this uphill battle for so long, which is why, I think he really cares and he comes.
Oh, wait, let's go back.
The women have been, putting in the work as far. And if you think that women are not doing the work right now, full paid maternity leave, we have average salaries in 6 figures. WNBA, an amazing players association. And in 2020, we ratified a new CBA that addressed our players' concerns. Obviously, salary. For the first time, we have average salaries in 6 figures, which is amazing.
Wait, stop that. Now, come back to me. Now, y'all heard what she said, right? Y'all heard what she said. She said they're no longer complaining because they ratified in 2020. This is 3 years. Hey, somebody get Monica Manut, because she said 3 years ago, they wasn't talking about this on First Take. This is 3 years ago, Monica Manut. This is 3 years ago. 3 years ago, they actually were talking about this on First Take. They were. Hold on, I'm gonna try to send it to you. I'm gonna try to send you the next one. All right, they absolutely were talking about women's rights 3 years ago. Now I want to show you something. I want to show you this. I want to show you because you guys will sit there and say that King is making this up. He don't know what he's talking about. Roll the tape. Now, she said that 3 years ago. This is 2020. 3 years ago, so it's 2024. So that'd be 2021. Monica Manut said 3 years ago we wasn't talking about that. Now, we just heard a Googleaway say she was the WNBA vice president, and they signed the labor agreement. Everybody was happy. Women wasn't complaining. All that was great. Everything was happy-go-lucky. Now, let's look at what happened. When was this? Last year? Last year. Listen now. Listen, because you got Kelsey Plum.
The CBA, right? So the collective bargaining agreement, and in the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts. You see these every year. These contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, massive.
But that's because their CBA it negotiates where if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
Got it.
In the WNBA, that's not the case.
Oh wow.
So in 2025, that's our new opportunity to renegotiate or opt out. So there are definitely future opportunities coming, but I will say that it's one of those things that we are not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception.
Got it. Okay.
For sure. Yeah, because every video is like, oh, this person gets paid this person gets paid that, right?
So I want to be really clear about that. Like, I don't think I should get paid the same as LeBron.
Right.
But the percentage of revenue, like, for example, they sell my jersey in Mandalay Bay, I don't get a dime.
You don't get any money from jersey sales?
That's crazy.
No way.
So
what?
That's why it's like
Image and likeness.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah, okay, that's
so like
bullshit.
that's the stuff we're talking
Sure,
about.
sure,
you know
sure.
what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I think that
No, but wait, y'all heard? Wait, somebody's lying. I thought you just said that everything they wanted in the CBA a couple of years ago, and then a year later, or 2 years later, they're like, nah, the CBA is trash. And we know the CBA is trash because you guys don't get a part of the overall revenue. You get a part of the revenue of the increase revenue. We know. And that's what Draymond was trying to tell you guys. When Lisa Leslie was sitting there saying, hey, your men should pay us more money and blah, blah, blah. He was like, nah, y'all should go to the people that actually are over you guys, the people in leadership. But Monica Manette just said it's not about the money. Caitlin Clark is causing these ladies to really, really fumble on their narrative. Now, 2025 is coming up. Guess who's going to, listen, when 2025 comes up, guess who's going to benefit from Caitlin Clark? Guess who's going to benefit from all Fuller Speak Sports? Guess who's going to benefit from Caitlin Clark and everything, all the revenue that's growing because of Caitlin Clark and all the sellouts and things that she's going? Do I need to pay the Pat McAfee video where Pat McAfee talked about the revenue and all the things that Caitlin Clark was doing to bring all the money to the NBA? The fact that Caitlin Clark has the number 4 jersey out of the NBA, out of the NBA, NFL, the league, she has the number 4 selling jersey. So they didn't want Caitlin in. It was not. It was not racial, Stephen A. Shannon. It's not about growing the league. That's not their agenda. And you guys can't say it. I understand. You work. I told y'all. I said, hey, this is why I need y'all to like and subscribe. This is why I need y'all to become citizens, kingdom citizens. I need y'all to work with me because when your family and you're taking care of your family and these people are paying your bills and they're giving you millions and millions of dollars to help take care of your family and generational wealth, you kind of have to, kind of give tips and tidbits like Stephen A. and Shannon been doing, and they won't really, and they don't have the opportunity to really tell you what it's really about, what the WNBA agenda really is about. They won't tell you what the agenda really is about. That's the current WA logo right there. This is just released. That's Brittney Griner, the center for the United States Olympic team. Congratulations, she's happy. No Caitlin. No Caitlin. And listen, I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't give a flip what you do with your life. I don't. I don't care who you sleep. It doesn't really, what you do in your bedroom is yours. What you do in your bedroom. Who you sleep with, who you love, that's who you love. Right? Who you love and who you sleep with, that's who you love. But if we're talking about business and growing a business and growing the league, only, 90%? 90% identify. But it is 67% now. It's 67. Well, it dropped to 63 in the last 2 years. 67% said that they agree with same-sex marriages. Now it's kind of declining a little bit. Now, I did some research. I really did do some research on this. Because I don't like to come talk to you guys and just not have my stuff together, right? Not have my stuff together. I don't like to come to you guys and talk because I have people like I ain't gonna call his name no more to get his channel in the club. He got more followers than me, so I can call his name. He got more. Full and Speed Sports. I want him to win. I want everybody to win. I told you I want everybody to win. And if you don't agree, so I asked, right? I said, okay, if things continue on in the way that they're going now, the WNBA will finally get a profit probably within the next 5 to 10 years. If things continue trending the way they're trending now, right? Trending now, in about 15 years, they bring in a whole lot of money. See, right now, their evaluation, thanks Caitlin Clark, is $1 billion. And I asked the question, how? I asked the question, I said, okay, how's the WNBA? I know, hey, Joel Perez, I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. But I'm trying to tell, I've been trying to paint this picture. You got to go back and watch the rest of my videos. I've been trying to be as honest and open as possible and break it down and give you the scenarios and give you the basis and show you exactly what we've been talking about. I've been trying to tell you that. I've been trying to show you that the people in the leadership positions, those in the leadership positions, those who are leading the charge, those who are doing that, I've been trying to tell you guys exactly what's been going on. I've been trying to break it down to you guys. And I don't want to offend the communities, right? But it is what it is. A spade is a spade. And you can't play with the American. And I told my wife, I said, they're probably gonna get canceled today. She said, babe, what you gonna say? She said, King, what you gonna say? I said, I'm just gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. People act like Brittney Griner is the only big in the WNBA. And I'm like, nah, I saw like last night watching Caitlin, I saw about 2 or 3 of them last night that could make it. Hey, Mary, I ain't even gonna go. Mary, you said so. You preaching to the choir, but I ain't going there. I'm not saying it. I'm not questioning it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the agenda that the WNBA is talking, or the agenda that the WNBA was preaching right now. The agenda that they're pushing right now. I played for you, Don Staley, and what she had to say. We showed you the committee yesterday. We got a committee. Go ahead and pull it up. We showed you the committee that decided, along with the coaches, who should make the team and who should make the team. And it's a dope team. Like, it's a dope team. I ain't even gonna lie. They probably gonna win gold. But I think when it comes to people really getting behind this team and supporting this team and really giving their all to this team and getting behind this team, I think a lot of people are going to be conflicted. I think they're going to be conflicted. Why you say that, King? Because they're already conflicted supporting the league. They're already conflicted supporting the league. And I really do believe this is true story. I really do believe in my heart that Stephen A was trying to help them say, hey, man, business-wise, it is. Y'all know Stephen A just got Shannon that bag. Help Shannon get that bag. Right? Y'all know Shannon just signed that big multi-million-dollar, that multi-year contract with ABC. And I understand, man. I may be jeopardizing mine by bringing this. I may be killing my dream. I may be legitimately destroying my dream by coming and telling you guys, hey, this is what I feel like. Nobody may give me a shot with me doing it. I may not ever get a shot to be on ESPN or Fox or Barstool or any other thing by coming and saying, hey, let's put the math together. Let's come and say, hey, have you guys looked at the nuanced conversation and had this conversation that these ladies are pushing their narrative and their agenda? And to be honest with you, I'm going to be real. I respect it. I wish more Christians and believers, I wish we'll have that attitude. I wish those who, are against it, or those who have a different of opinions, I wish we was just as loud and different. Was like, hey man, I wish it was like that with a lot of things where we would say, hey man, it's not about the money, it's about really the narrative. I would almost say it was honorable if you guys wouldn't continuously try to preach these disingenuous narratives and just say, hey, we really pushing the fact that, hey, LGBTQ. And they doing it, and you kind of already doing it in the open. You're doing it in the open sight, in plain sight. It's hidden in plain sight. That's the current logo. Where'd you get that from, King? When I subscribed to the WNBA, because I wanted to support the league. I wanted to support it. It didn't look like that. It didn't look like that. Didn't look like that. And Fuller speaks, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know her life or whatever, but I think, if I did my research correctly, this is in there. And a lot of what Monica, because if you listen to the end of the Monica McNutt interview, and like I said, I respect it. I mean, if you go, they standing on it. They standing on it. And hey, you can't be mad when they standing on it. If you listen to the Monica McNutt interview, which is fascinating, it was a great interview. The Daily Show, it was on the Daily Show. When we talk about the Daily Show, right? And he asked Monica McNutt, he said, hey, do you kind of feel like this is a kind of like a band, a small rock band that people are going in? And she raised her hand and said, yeah, I'm one of the ones that wanted to stay. I'm one of the ones where it was staying. And what's happening now is, and I'm gonna say something, let me say this. And I'm not gonna stay on, I'm finna get off. Yeah, if you don't fall into the narrative of that's correct. Mary Tony. That's correct. She said, exactly. She said, if you don't fall into the narrative Make it big so we can see it. She said exactly, if you don't fall into that narrative, they don't want you there. And that's real. That's real. And I'm getting to the point now where I understand. I understand. We've been wondering, we've been like, man, what's the issue with you? Why do you don't like Caitlyn so much? We've been wondering, like, man, why they body slamming Angel? You know what I'm saying? They like, because the new breed is coming in and say, hey, we're feminine. We're, Brink is, even if they are in that lifestyle, they're coming dressing. Angel's coming with the heels and the skirts and looking all fly. You know what I'm saying? They dressing, and Cameron Brink is out there looking all amazing. You got these guys coming there. Jackson is coming in. They looking all great. You got these ladies coming in, and they killing the game. They being super duper duper feminine. Super duper feminine. What's the girl? She's dating the Houston basketball star. What's the young lady that's dating the Houston basketball star? I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name. But it's the girl she's dating the Houston. She's dating the Houston Rockets basketball player. These ladies are coming in and they're killing the game and they're showing femininity and sexuality and they introducing all that. Because, the big thing was, and I think even Whitlock said this, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I think Whitlock said, he think AJ Reese for bringing femininity to the WNBA. Right? Because they was looking all hard and butching. Some of them still wear the suits and tuxedos. You remember Brittney Griner sign? She had the white tuxedo on, and she had the tuxedo on and the suit on. And these girls coming in with heels and dresses and skirts and being feminine and showing off. Hey, I could be feminine and still go out there and ball and bust your head open on the court. They showing that. And guess what? People are ingratiating themselves with that also and be like, all right, cool. They are feminine and still balling. And people are saying, all right, little girls are saying, yeah, I could be feminine. I can still play. I can play with my Barbie doll, but then I can go outside and play with the basketball. Or I might have my Angel Reese doll. Or my Caitlin Clark. I made the jokes. I was like, I said, it's funny because little boys be out there talking about, Caitlin. I said, you take a bet, I'll whip them right there and be like, boy, don't you ever say Caitlin. It's Kobe, it's LeBron, it's Jordan, it's all that. Don't you ever say Caitlin. The little girls come down, blah, blah, blah. Caitlin. Angel. Well, if it's Angel, you got to miss and grab the rebound. But it's an agenda, guys. I thank you guys for coming. Now, listen, man, if you get a chance, like and subscribe. We thank everybody for being a part of the Kingdom Sisters. This is special. We normally come on 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't expect to get all these eyeballs here in the evening time, but I appreciate each of you. YouTube, you out here strong. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. The agenda is the agenda. We're trying to figure out why it's going on, what's happening, and what's happening is the agenda is out. And they're pushing their agenda and their narrative that's most important to them. More than the music, more than the money, more than anything else. That's important to them. And especially to the leaders. To the leaders. I read the video. Dawn Staley is one of the great, is a great coach in South Carolina. She's got a dynasty. But when they asked her about the game during the biggest game of the year, and she hesitantly, but she went ahead and she did, all right, cool. This is what you want. This is what you want. This is what here it is. You do know this is the biggest game, and I'm gonna be the sacrifice. See, Stephen A. didn't understand what he's saying. He's like, we understand having a sacrificial lamb for the Olympic team. No. It's bigger than. It's bigger than. I think black people start hating on Caitlyn. Stop. I understand the media got at Angel Reese, and they went hard at Angel Reese for doing the "You Can't See Me." But stop. Calm down. It ain't a race. This is not a race thing. Why we always got to get in the middle of the LGBTQ stuff? This is not a black and white thing. They trying hard to make it a black and white. Angel Reese. This situation here, this Olympic thing, the WNBA thing, this really ain't a black and white thing. A lot of black women should be happy for Caitlyn too. Like, they should actually tell Caitlyn thank you. Because Angel Reese had been balling at LSU for a while, but she didn't become a household name until she did the Caitlyn thing. You know what I'm saying? She should really tell Caitlyn. And the conspiracy theorist to me said that Angel Reese went and told Kennedy Carter, hey man, if you get into it with Caitlyn, you could be a household name. We never heard of Kennedy Carter until she pushed Caitlyn. That's why Angel Reese like, yeah, you did it. That's my conspiracy. That's King Joe conspiracy. That's why she's like, you did it. And because we knew she knew, hey, you pushed the right one, they're going to break the race. And everybody going to not look at you and not see you play. You're going to be getting a household name. And sure enough, for about a weekend, everybody talking about Kennedy Carter. I've never heard of Kennedy Carter. If you heard of Kennedy, thumbs up if you ever heard of Kennedy Carter before she pushed Kennedy Carter. Never heard of her. Never heard. That's brilliant marketing. Brilliant marketing. But that's what the media wants it to be. They want it to be a race thing. So guess who can sneak around the back door? They want it to be white against black, because then we're not concentrating on the other groups. The other groups are doing what they're doing, whatever. Do y'all know? I was watching, and y'all know Russia. Y'all heard about China is starting. They tried to go to U.S. about nuclear weapons, right? The nuclear. We're gonna talk some politics one day. We're gonna get here and talk some politics, right? And y'all know what Putin did a couple of years ago in the speech. What he talked about as one of the reasons why he's calling to arms his group to hate the United States. And all years now, the United States is considered a terrorist, not a terrorist group, a hate group against Russia now. And you know what? One of the things that he did in the speech, what he talked about, it was LGBTQ. It was LGBTQ plus. He talked about them and how they have their girls out there want to sleep with other girls, and the boys want to sleep with other boys, and that community in the United States is trying to bring that and spread that across the world. Go look it up. It's on YouTube. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to push the whole... We're going to sit there and watch the whole G2 community around that track and their livings in this couple of months. That's what we're going to do. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all got to pay attention. Go watch this video here. Well, because y'all think that I be playing. Putin declares war against LGBTQ. He bans sex change, trans activist fume. Y'all think I be playing? Listen, I research this stuff, man. I be paying attention. And I sit here and I sit there and I be like, dog, that's tough. Yeah. Not everybody's in agreement with it. And what we're doing is what a lot of the men and sensible women and people of that nature are saying is like, dog, like, what are you guys doing? Who's making these decisions? When Stephen A. ever went and said that somebody was stupid? Because Stephen A. only makes up some type of word, like, you know what I'm saying, they're indoctrinated, you know, they're unindoctrinated ignorance or something like that. He just came out and said, you guys are stupid. Because he couldn't understand, because he knows this is bad for business. And what they were sitting there, Monica Manut and the other lady on the panel said, she's like, yes, I would not degrade my integrity for some money. He was like, degrade it? What are you talking about integrity? He didn't understand. She was talking about the WNBA. She was talking about the LGBTQ. Their agenda isn't the money. And I'm sorry, Steven, you can't say it. I'm sorry, Shannon, you can't say it. I don't even think you said it on Nightcap, Shannon. I don't think you can say it on Nightcap or Club Shay. I don't think you can say it. You just saw that big deal. Don't you say it, Shannon. You keep your money, brother. Keep your money. And put brothers like me on. I'm an SSU grad. Hey, I'm an SSU guy too. You know what I'm saying? T5. He'll know what I'm talking about. Shannon, if you get this, T5. Somebody said this in Shannon Sharpe. I said, T5. Put some of your brothers on too. I know we gotta have some in those places. But you gotta have some tell the truth. You gotta have some tell. And we just try to tell the truth. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for your time. It really means a lot that you guys came and you guys took some time with me. If you would, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get 1,000. We're trying to get 1,000. We're not there yet. We're a ways, but I just believe, I trust, you know what I'm saying, and the process. Agree, disagree. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Fulon Speed Sports. You know, we got a little competition going on. Fulon got a little competition. You want to come see your boy? It's all good, Fulon. But shout out to Fulon, man. Go check out his channels out there. Shout out to Mark Buckner for coming on and being a part of the show. To Mary Tony. Sorry, I apologize, Mary Tony. Thank you so much. C-Man, thank you so much. Linda Johnson. All the ladies came through. Joel Perez. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. You guys make it happen. I appreciate you guys for real for sitting here and being a part. Just listen to what I'm saying. If you want to have the conversation, I'm open to have the conversation. If you think I'm wrong, hit me up. I'm open to have the conversation.
Stay get down.
But it's a whole lot of
stay get down.
Smoke.
Stay get down.
I love you guys, man. It's your boy King Joe.
Stay get down.
I want to get on Christy. Hey, we may come on tonight and talk about what happened last night with Christy Sides. Whose side is Christy Side really on?
Stay get down.
Richard Caitlin for a quarter and a half.
Stay get down.
That's interesting. And all these narratives, oh, she's too weak, or she can't play, or, you know. Oh, stop. She's balling. She's playing okay. I've never heard any Caitlin Clark fans not say that Caitlin Clark can't get better. I've never heard. I have yet heard one Caitlin Clark fan say, oh, Caitlin can't get better. What we root for is the potential. We know what she can do. We're rooting for the potential. And we're a fan of hers. Allow us to be fans. Stop trying to stop us from being fans. Allow us to be fans.
Stay get down.
If you could be Knicks fans, I gotta think about my team too. If you could be Cowboy fans, I'm a Cowboy fan. If you could be a Cowboy fan, Knicks fans, allow us to be fans.
Stay get down.
Allow us to dream and root and go through the process and be positive with somebody that we like and that we're a fan of.
Stay get down.
Allow us to be unreasonable.
Stay get down. Stay get down.
I tell them all the time. They be like, "Oh, what you think the Cowboys go?" I'm like, "We're going to the Super Bowl." What you think the Cowboys doing this year? We going to the Super Bowl. What you think? It's not the best. Super Bowl this year. You know what I'm saying? They looking at me like, we're king. You know Dak Still your quarterback. I know, but I'm rooting for his potential. We going to the Super Bowl. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. You know, allow us to be. It's fun when you allow the fans to be fans. Get out your feelings, ladies. Get out your feelings, fellas. Allow the fans to be fans. Allow us to be unreasonable, because it makes for a good time for us to be unreasonable.
Get down.
I got a feeling Kaylee's due for about a 40-piece coming up.
Get down.
And when she gets to 40-piece, we all gonna be like, yo, at least 35. We're gonna be like, yo, I thought she was gonna get the other night. She got a little cold. She's on the way. Thought she was gonna get the 40-piece the other night. She missed about 3 shots that rimmed in and came out. Hit the back of the rim. And when she get that 40-piece, you best believe we're gonna be like, yeah, we told y'all. We told y'all she was the greatest. We told y'all she was the greatest. Oh, man. He said CC and Boston gonna be straight. Hey, listen, hey, Aaliyah Boston, we figured out, we've been to what the issue was with Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston is this. And I gotta go, y'all, because my time is on. All right, I gotta go. But listen, Aaliyah Boston, it's just, we last night kind of showed me something. I was kind of mad at Chrissy Sides for saying, but it did kind of show me something. The issue with Aaliyah Boston is Aaliyah Boston can't run the pick. She's not a pick and roll big. You gotta put Aaliyah Boston down there at the block and let her put her back to the basket and go let her Angel Reese. You gotta let Aaliyah Boston go down, put her back to the basket, let her back their person down, and then go let her Angel Reese. Shoot the ball, she probably gonna miss the first and get the rebound. You know what I'm saying? And put it back up. And then she end up with about 15, 16, 12 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? 12 rebounds, 6 offensive. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. You gotta, because the second team kind of showed. They ran the post. Hey, and they ran the ball through Aaliyah Boston. That's what it is. But that's coaching. You gotta give everybody a chance to get touched. I think Smith is doing good. I think them running Caitlin off of screens. I don't know why they didn't do that last night. I think they only did like twice. Run Caitlin off the screen, set up Aaliyah Boston down low, and you might have something. You might have something. Her running that top, listen, her running that screen, that high pick and roll at the top of the key, it's horrible, because what they're doing is they're collapsing on Caitlin. When they collapse on Caitlin, Aaliyah's not in the right position, right? Or when she set the picks, and it's not strong pick to begin with, so it's not strong pick. So they really kind of ignoring her pick. They just running through a pick, and she's slipping. She's really doing a slip, right? So she got to set a stronger pick, then slip. And when she's slipping, Caitlin is right there. Boom, she's in there with the box pass. Aaliyah's kind of tall, and I don't think she's been used to, having to catch that low bounce rolling towards the rim. That's something she's gonna have to work on that during the off season and during the season. That's something they're gonna get better at, and they've been getting better at it. But until they get like really, really comfortable, I ain't mad at Chrissy Sides for putting her down in the post and saying, "Hey man, give Aaliyah the ball and get out the way." And they let Aaliyah go to work, but they're not doubling her. They're not gonna double her. Especially with Mitchell and Caitlin and then Smith all on the perimeter. They're not. You can't double her. That's a problem. And they've been shooting a lot better. I think they're gonna win a couple of games. I think in the Nets, they play a little bit of the weaker teams coming up. Nets, they got like 3 at home. I think 3 straight at home. I think they're gonna win a couple of games. That was a big win by LA the other night too. Huge win by LA. That was a good game. That was a good game. By the Sparks. Great game. Mary Thunder says, coach, I'm trying not to fire Chris Sides before the season. I'm trying to give her the season. Now, y'all know we're in the WNBA, so they might give her an extension after this. Yeah. Might get Chris Sides. With the WNBA, they might get Chris Sides extensions after this year. But I will at least try to give it to the end of the season. If they end strong, then maybe. But if they continue losing like they lost last night, yeah, she got to go. She might not make it to no, it's okay. She got to get out of there. She got to go. She got to go. She got to go. Love it. Like I said, I love this I like the fever. Let us cheer. Let us have a good time. Let's have a good time. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Your boy King Joe. Y'all have a great time. If you want to, you can go to my website. It's called DeJourGlobal.com. And at the DeJour Global, we have a new T-shirt that's called the Kingdom Citizen. DeJour King.
Get down. Stay 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 get down.